Hello, sister friends. Welcome. Welcome to our live. We are going to watch season 1, episode 4 today. Sorry. We're going to be angry together. So let's start off smiling. We have Sunny and Cher here, which made Kody very angry when they got divorced. Very angry at age 6. 5. I should get that clip and put it in at the very end. 5. I'm going to do that. Woo! Woo! She got the big ponytail going. Okay. Moving on. Hello, welcome. Good to see you all. Let me say hi to everybody. We have Elizabeth Murphy in the house. Hello. Kathy. Yes, very true. Oh, that's the first comment that shows up. So for whatever reason, I can't see anything before that. So hello to everyone. If you commented and then didn't comment again before 6:44, when Elizabeth Murphy commented. Hello, Lynn Skinner. Thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating. I appreciate you so much. Elizabeth, there we go. We have Kathy in the house. Whoop, whoop. James, Jenny, Sarah, Reality Amanda are my favorite ones for sure. I have been watching James since before he went live. Oh, wow. You've been watching James for a long time. You know what? I did not find James until after I started my channel. Isn't that crazy? How would that not show up in my algorithm? What is wrong with YouTube? But I guess on the other hand, I saw Sarah. I don't think I saw Reality Amanda, but I don't know. Maybe she's fairly new. I couldn't find people. I just kept putting in sister wives reviews. I was finding nothing. Very few things. And that's when I started this channel. So I guess I should thank YouTube, because I wouldn't know all of you. If I would have found all of them, I would have thought, that's enough to keep me occupied. I was so frustrated. I'm like, I'll do my own channel. I need more. I need to feed the he's a jerk, right? She's a jerk, right? Can't just let it be the way it is on the show. So, but I definitely know Sarah I was watching. Okay, moving on. LaShonda's here. Hi, LaShonda. Let's see here. Say hi to a few more people who are here at the beginning. A lot of conversation going on between the sister friends here. I like how you're all really friends and like sisters. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl's here. Oops, that didn't work. There we go. Elizabeth, Life with a Kiss, is that? This episode makes me so angry every time I see it. Yes. Life with a KSS, anyway. Joni C. Hi, Joni C. No, you're not late. I said it for 7:15 because I was late today getting everything together. So shockingly, I made it by 7:15. I started thinking I might even be late to my own live stream, but I made it. Sharon's here. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Beverly's here. Hi, Beverly. Deborah's here. Endot, hello. Good evening. Rosamond, good to see you. Kitty, 1838. Good to see you, Kitty. Soshitel's here. Hello, Soshitel. Nadine, Mama Squirrel. Deborah. I didn't say hi to you yet, Deborah, did I? I don't think I did. Margaret, good to see you. Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Joanna Fulton. Hey, Joanna and Michelle. Good to see you. Oh, and Kitty, you were number 25 hitting the like button. Thank you. Hit that like button and let us know what number you were. Amy D, hello. Do a couple more and we'll get going. Sam Stewart. Carrie L. Hi, LaShonda. Reality Amanda has pulled back and Danny Towns recommended you. And I said, oh, Jenny is delightful. You're so sweet. Reality Amanda has pulled. Oh, yeah, she didn't do them for a while. I feel like she's starting to again. Yeah, because it wasn't showing up on my, because I'm subscribed to her channel and it wasn't showing up on my feed at all. But I went to her channel and noticed that there was some that I hadn't seen. So I went back and started watching them. But then I realized as I started watching them, I'm like, oh, I've already seen this before. But I watched it anyway again because she's funny. Short C7, hello. You found me before James and Amanda and Sarah? How's that? That makes me excited. Thank you, YouTube. It's probably just a fluke. All right. Candace Parker's here. Hi, Candace. Good to see you. Marilee Gentry. Hi. Whiskey Rivers here. Hello. Short C7. Yay. Lisa Poovy. Hello. Woo woo. Glad you made it to a live. All right. Crooked Kamish. Hello. Okay. Let's have some fun. That's right, Susan. Let's get it going. Hi, it's Amanda's aunt, like Linda. Amanda's aunt, like really Amanda's aunt? Or you claim yourself to be Amanda's aunt? Because that's pretty amazing if you're Amanda's aunt. What fun holidays would be with Amanda in your family, right? Gosh, I can only imagine. Kathy, you were like number 3. Way to go, girl. Tina's 38, Cando's 33, Sam 32, 20. Look at all of you. Excellent. Love it. 38. Don't worry. One of you's 39. When it happens at the same time, sometimes people get the same number. Oh, well, Cook is 39. But then maybe it'll jump up and maybe nobody's a 40 or a 41. Yep, see, we have a couple 42s. They'll just kind of roll into it. So we're all still here. August, good to see you, and Carly, and Mama Bear. Okay, proud Canadian grandma, good to see you. Okay. Oh, in Scotland. I love it when Scotland's in the house. So many of you in Scotland watch this. I love it. A lot of us Australians, Canadians, Scotland. Those got to be the top 3. And then I would say Ireland probably comes in after that. And England. But probably Ireland even more than England. Okay. First live. Crystal, welcome. Glad you're here. It's a great group. The only rules we have is we're not demeaning or mean to any of the kids that are under 18. Not that we can't comment on them, but they don't choose to be on the show. After they're 18, they're free game. And I do believe Robyn's older kids are probably pulling in a paycheck. Now, whether they receive the paycheck or whether it goes into Robyn's spending budget, don't know. But I'm sure they pull in a paycheck. So that's up to them. And they can choose not to be on it. And many of the Brown kids do choose not to be on it. And I believe Dayton chooses not to be on the show as well. So if they do choose to be on it after they're 18, then they're free game. What else? Oh, just try to keep it semi-clean. We have a fantastic moderator. She's pretty snarky herself. But she'll just delete anything that looks like it's bad. I pretty much have I accepted the list of words just not to go in there. So sometimes it just automatically will delete a text if there's certain words that are in it. And that's just because it's YouTube, right? I mean, I had 2 months after I had a video posted, I had it taken down because my thumbnail had SH exclamation mark T written on it. I didn't even have the word written. It was an exclamation mark in there. It wasn't even, I didn't say it. It was in the thumbnail printed, taken down. So I'm just trying to save myself a lot of anxiety by trying to keep it as clean as I can. Because then I try to edit it and put it back up again because if I don't make any money doing this, I don't think I can keep it up. In all honesty. So, fair enough. I love it, but it is a job. Okay. Aw, Candace, that's so sweet. I really enjoy Zach by popular demand. I'll let him know. Yeah, I actually texted him today. I'm starting to send, oh, Birdie K. I texted him today and said, I'm going to keep sending you all these TikTok, which aren't really TikToks, they're really YouTube shorts. I'm going to send you all these TikToks every day till we FaceTime again. Contact your mother. At least he responded, so I know he's alive. Proof of life text, that's all I need every now and then. But, after like a month, it'd be nice to just do a face talk. So, but he's really good about doing the show. I did the first two. I haven't finished editing the second one, but I need to record the third one. That'll get him going. If I say, when are you available to do episode number 3? Then he'll say when he's available. And then I can get in some conversation with them before. And then sometimes in between, even if I edit it out with him. So that's what I need to do. I need to record episode 3. All right. Hello, everyone. We're only mean to Kotex and Robyn. Pretty much. They're the ones that deserve it. I mean, sometimes Christine and sometimes Mary are worthy of a little pull it together, ladies. But not that often currently. And we'll see. And I don't think in season 1 we're going to have it either. I think we're going to be feeling sympathetic to everybody except for Kody and Robyn. So, yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh, how nice. I was just getting ready to hit start and we have, Shanna Banana. Oh, let me get it over here. Thanks, Shanna Banana, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Boop, boop. Okay. Mama Squirrel says, Lena's a fantastic moderator, and she is. Jenny, what did you survive? Oh, my shirt. I survived my daughter's veterinary program. This is from a sister friend. I don't know what sister friend. It wasn't signed. It just said a sister friend. And she sent it to me along with a sweatshirt that's really cute. That's tan, and it has the silhouettes of different animals and a stethoscope. And it says vet something. I can't remember, but it's adorable to give to my daughter. So that was very sweet. So sister friends, love you. Thank you. I should just say thank all of you because it just said from your sister friends. So I appreciate it. And it wasn't that hard to survive it, quite frankly. She did it mostly on her own. She did just total her car. And although I sold it to her for a song, I never transferred the title. And she's over 2 hours away. And we've been dealing with, and she's still under my insurance because she's technically still in school. So we've been dealing long distance with insurance and then the other person's insurance because it wasn't her fault. She got T-boned. Somebody pulled out right in front of her. They had a stop sign. She didn't. I survived my daughter's second totaling of a car. I'm sure she'd be thrilled if I shared that. I mean, I gotta admit, we don't buy brand new cars. I mean, I do occasionally buy brand. Actually, my husband and I, a few times. Actually, the last time we bought a car, it was new, and then we'll drive it until it's dead. Over 100 and some whatever thousand miles, 12, 15 years later. But for the kids, they're older cars to begin with because we assume they're probably going to get in an accident. And they were responsible for buying their own first car. We paid the insurance all the way through until they got out of college, but they had to pay for their own first car. So Yeah, so I only charged her $5,000 for it. Anyway, she's probably going to get more for it in this settlement. I think she's going to make out in the deal because she's had the car for 7 to 8 years. I should have charged her more. I think I only paid like $7. It was a nice little car. They don't make them anymore. It was a Mitsubishi. They don't make Mitsubishi cars anymore. Okay, listen to me go on and on and on. Okay. Is it me? Snarky? Is that Lynn? Yep. I know what you're talking about. The moderator leads the snark. I love trolling my sons. That's funny. My son is funny. I'll let him know. He is a sweetheart and I love him. All right. Oh, Debs, thanks for subbing. New sub. My dogs and I enjoy yours. That's all taking quick wit. Dogs, cats, all animals alike. You're all welcome. Carolyn from California. Hello. My daughter's middle name is Lynn because she had grandparents named Carolyn. I know a lot of Carolyns in my life. Proud Canadian grandma. I have 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. My oldest is in Nashville. She actually just got a job with a bank. She put in her resignation. She was working for a podcast company down there. But somebody reached out to her through LinkedIn and she got a really good raise. And so, yeah, in 2 weeks, she'll start at a bank down there in Nashville and make a lot of money. She was doing strategic marketing, but this is business marketing? No, I don't know. Strategic business mark, but I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, she's doing something like that. I could look it up here. She told me it's a little bit different of a title. And she's married. And then no grandchildren yet. Second child's married. She is graduating from veterinary school. In May, she passed her boards. Found out about that live on one of our live streams. And then my son, you see on the channel, he is 21 and finishing his master's degree this year in computer science, which is now flooded and hard to find a job in, but he'll find something. We'll figure it out. Or he'll figure it out. He has no choice. He'll have to figure it out. Oh, here's her title. She is a senior consumer behavior analyst. Who knew? Isn't it great when you don't even know what your own kids do? Crazy. Senior consumer behavior analyst. Okay. Oh, 6 grandchildren. See, I'm ready for that. All right. Okay, here we go. Want a pizza me? I would watch a video of your parenting advice. I have a 16-year-old. I have no clue what I'm doing. Oh, by the time they're 16, all you do is pray every day. It's just to them. It's not much more you can do. You hope you laid the groundwork and then you just pray that they remember it. They take it with them. Those are the rough years. All right. I know, Carly, I'm telling you, it's going to fly by. Okay. Let me get back to my screen here. Maybe I will do some parenting advice on that other channel. I have a Wise and Wonderful channel that I'm making stuff to put on. That's just other stuff, just not TV, just other stuff that I wanted to get going a long time ago. And I just haven't had time to work on it, but I've made some videos. I haven't edited it or anything. And I could do some parenting stuff on there too, because I really enjoyed parenting. I took a lot of behavior classes. And then I worked in a lot of special needs preschools. And while I work with special needs kids too, I'm a speech therapist by trade. I do that part-time as well. And early on in my career, not for like the past couple decades, but early on in my career, when I was young and I had energy, I worked in special needs preschools, and I traveled around from school to school a lot, and did some itinerant work with them too. And then I did some special units in that as well. So a lot of social emotional behavior kids in there. So I did learn a lot of wonderful skills in addition to my schooling from the fabulous teachers that were with the kids all the time, which was fantastic because then I could take those skills into raising my kids. It transferred. I'm happy to share all that information with people. Okay. All right. Schwartzy, you're going to have a 4-year-old. That makes me so excited. Oh, 4 is such a great age. It really is. Oh, goodness. All right. Oh, gee, Kitty. Just joined Nikki Haverstock and her husband. I love those guys. Yes. Favorite content creators too. Yes. I subscribe to them. I don't miss a thing. They're going back and doing other stuff too. And during the summer, I was watching all of their going back and redoing episode stuff because I enjoy them. Okay. I don't, Joanna. It's a little bit of a problem. I'm working on that with my doctor because this was supposed to be the year of Jenny. 2024 was supposed to be the year of Jenny, but it started in March. So really, now we're back to March, sort of ending the year of Jenny. And I started doing good on a bunch of things, but boy, when you're really trying to get your life in order, there's like 99 things to, between all the different vitamins and supplements you need to be on, the exercise routine, the strength training, the diet, eat this, but don't eat this, and move more, get up and do this more, the brain training. So I do my Spanish lessons every day. I do my Sudoku, and I do my Mahjong. That's my favorite, actually, out of all of them. I love Mahjong. I don't know if it's really helping my brain that much. Sometimes I think it's just my own personal reward, but sometimes I don't get around to doing that each day. Because you're supposed to work different parts of your brain. I got a little bit of a paranoia. My grandmother had Alzheimer's, and I'm just really afraid because every day I feel like I'm losing my mind. So I'm working on cognitive brain training things, and sleep. Big one, sleep. I'm supposed to be sleeping a lot more than I am, but it's hard because the cats jump up on my bed and I have to get up like twice a night to pee because I'm old. Carrie, number 9. Oops. Hi, sister friends. Mizendez, number 92. Carrie's number 94. Good. Golly. How many hours are my days? I said if I could just have 2 more days in a week, I'd be golden. That's all I need. 2 more days in a week. I'd be great. I mean, I'll take 1. But if I could have 2, it'd be amazing. Oh, goodness. Summers are good because I don't do speech therapy because I'm on the school schedule. My kids I work with the school system. But I'm not full-time in that job anyway, but it gives me more time. But then I tend to travel more and see my kids, so I fill it up. We all do. It's like people who work full-time and then retire and always say, I don't have time to do anything, Yeah, it's the same way. No matter what, you'll always fill your day. And then I have these retreats like I did this past weekend. It's kind of spent all day yesterday in bed. I got a little cold from I had 50 women come from Friday morning until Sunday evening at a hotel all weekend long that I entertained. That takes a lot of my time to organize and plan. Being there, not that big a deal. I don't sleep much, but it's fun and, I get excited when I'm there. But the planning and preparing is what takes a lot of time. Another one of those coming up in May and another one in August. But one of those lovely 50 ladies shared their cold with me. If I knew which one, I'd give her a piece of my mind. All right. Pam Clark, number 85. Here we go. All right. I'm sorry. I was chatting so much today. I didn't talk to anybody yesterday. I was in bed all day. At the very beginning here. Third Wife in Labor, it's called.
Even though she's not born yet, truly loves everybody in the family. She loves them all, and she goes insane when Kody comes in the room.
She's gonna kick. She's already responds to my voice and other things that I do.
She's not moving much today. I think she's just getting huge.
I was surprised when Christine said she was going to have another one. I'm like, what? Because Christine had a miscarriage. I guess it was maybe a year ago. She got up in the middle of the night and actually hemorrhaged. It was really scary. She could have died, I suspect.
We were just going for an appointment. We were just going to go see if I wanted to be induced. According to the ultrasound and according to their records, I was due a week ago. They have to decide whether or not I get induced.
You know, our world is crazy right now.
We've got Robyn's wedding coming up in about 8 weeks.
And Mary's 20th anniversary is about in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And truly, it's a week overdue. Come on, this is like we're saying to Christine, come on, let's have this baby already.
So I'm just nervous, though. I'm still a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
You're a little what? Nervous?
Yes.
What's that? How does
Anxious, nervous. Yes, that's how I feel. Babysitting's taken care of. Robyn said, what do you want me to do when you have the baby? Because I'm not going to come over and take charge unless you want me to. I said, I really want you to just come over and take charge. So we're set. She's just going to come take charge.
Cool.
Yes.
So I ran over and grabbed Janelle's and Christine's kids and took them over to my house, and we had a pate. Going from 3 kids to 15, it's sort of overwhelming sometimes because I'm going, whoa, there's a lot here and there's a lot of needs here, and
There were 15
that kind of thing,
kids there? I don't think so. Oh God, she's crying again.
Coming from a broken family myself,
Oh Lord.
and having a stepfather become my daddy, embracing me as his daughter, all his own. So it's easy to extend that. It's very natural to these children that aren't my biological children.
Well, and who says, where the line is drawn of who you can love? I always wanted 8 kids, and that's just what I expected to have. And it took us 5 years to get Mariah. And 3 years ago, I did get pregnant just out of the blue, and it was a wonderful surprise. And then I miscarried that baby. So those are the only 2 pregnancies I've ever had, my daughter and my miscarriage.
Today's the 13th. We don't want her born on the 13th.
In case Friday's.
Well, in case someday she has her birthday on Friday the 13th.
We're not superstitious.
Uncle Daddy.
That's right.
I was concerned when Christine had her miscarriage. And then when she decided to go to the hospital, I was relieved, especially with her age.
I think she just wanted to take all precautions.
Oh my gosh, Kody, it's your 13th child on the 13th day. What would your
We have to induce.
your 13th biological child on the 13th day? Holy cow.
We should.
Okay.
Serious.
Okay.
Let's see what the doctor says.
Okay.
Do you want to lean back here?
I
and get
feel like this is
comfortable?
a setup. I'm sorry. I'm going to hit pause, okay? Because I don't want to forget this. I think this whole thing is a setup because I find it impossible. Well, it's a bit of an extreme word. What am I, a Brown family member? I find it unlikely that she is a high-risk pregnancy. This is her 6th pregnancy. She just had a miscarriage, and she's 1 week overdue. So she's at 41 weeks She's going into the hospital, not the doctor's office. She's going into the hospital to get checked to see what's going to happen. And we watch her here. This is not just like a examining room. This is a labor and delivery room in the hospital she's sitting in. She is full on in a gown. I have never gone to my doctor for a checkup and stripped down and put on a gown. Did I remember? Did I? Maybe I did. It's been a long time. I don't remember. I guess maybe I should. No, I feel like I always kept my shirt on. I always kept my shirt on. And I think that it was just blanket, whatever they give you to throw over your waist. She full on looks like she's getting admitted to the hospital right here. She truly is. And so this little setup of, oh, I just realized it's the 13th and it's your 13th kid. We have to have it today. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll see what the doctor says. They are in a labor birthing room. How many people go for regular checkups at the hospital? Those rooms are precious, right? They need to keep them. They don't do regular appointments in them. This whole thing, I think they knew all along she was getting induced. And this is what's going to make the fact that they did not come prepared with clothing. And Kody takes off and goes back to Robyn even worse. That's what I think. That's what I think. They lie about everything. Yep. Hi, Black Swan Gothica. Welcome. All right. That just hit me right now as I'm watching this. Because as they're going in, I'm thinking, so we're going to the hospital for a checkup. And I'm like, my first and second, both my first and second were born at a hospital that the building right next to it was a medical clinic building, which was really nice, where my OB was. So she could run back and forth between her regular appointments and if a child was in labor. That was nice and convenient. She didn't have to drive to another hospital further away. But this is unusual. This is really unusual. You go to the hospital, they want to get you out of there as soon as possible. Turn the room. I don't know if this is a recovery room or not. If it's not, they want you out of that room right away. And it's a recovery room too. They want you out of there too because they want the next one in there. Yeah. No. And they would never be able to schedule something in there because they don't know how many women all of a sudden are going to pop up and show up at the hospital that day. They could have 5 women all of a sudden come ready to give birth or laboring and at least need the room. Yeah, this whole thing, they knew. They knew. And Kody did not bring anything. But you know what? Christine didn't either. Now I think about it. So I blame now her just as much. Blame her just as much. She should have said, and you will bring with you a shirt to change into for the next day. I guarantee you my husband did not bring clothes to change into the next day. I guarantee you. Not my husband. He'd been like, yeah, whatever I'm wearing, it'll be fine the next day. I probably would have said, oh, but could you? He's like, yeah, I'll be fine. Michelle, I have Duolingo and I signed up for every language. That's all I can do to keep up with the Spanish. And sometimes I really kind of cheat because I want to keep the streak going. I'm at 260 some days, but sometimes I just don't have time. So I hit the story and I already know the story. So it's just talking and I can read the question and I know the answer already. But I figure subliminally, just by listening to them talking about the story and reading the Spanish question and answer, it's still helping me. It's still being aware of Spanish twice a day, morning and at night. So sometimes I only do it once a day, but I really try to do it twice a day. But sometimes I only do one lesson. I used to do a solid 15 minutes every morning, every evening. I was good. I was so good. I was becoming bilingual. Now, you know, I'll get there. I'll get there. All right, let's keep going now. All right, so she's in her full hospital gown in the labor and delivery room, and they said, oh, if it's time, if we can, a week past due, if she wants to get induced, he's going to say, yeah, you can be induced. Absolutely.
Is there anything I can do for you? Is your back sore?
Nope.
No,
This is
I
Kody
just want
laying
you
on
to
the
be
bed.
comfortable.
I know, you're sweet.
Is there anything I can do
I know you are, but what am I?
Shut
your back sore?
Oh, what? Awkward.
Completely laying down.
Good. How are you guys?
Good,
Pam.
I'm going to be your
How's today?
All right.
Dino. How's your vacation?
Yep, everybody in full
That's something
scrubs,
I didn't have,
head to
whether we
toe.
were gonna for sure do the induction, so I didn't start her IV. I just thought,
If you think it's
Okay, I gotta stop
idea,
again.
She's my 13th child.
The nurse said, I wasn't sure about the induction, so I didn't start the this and this yet. I don't remember what it was, maybe Pitocin or something. I didn't catch what she said. But that was kind of a tip off to, I wasn't sure where we are in the filming. I wasn't sure if we've agreed to the fact that this is happening, or wasn't sure when we're initiating all of this. So I didn't do anything yet, Dr. Bean, that I normally would do, so don't get upset with me. That was the nurse I'm talking about. All right. So now Kody's going to pretend like this might be a good day to give birth. Okay.
It is the
And
14th.
it's the 13th.
I'm a week over this point. I'm kind of like, yeah, let's just have it.
Okay, I'm cool with it. I'm kind of excited.
I know, me too.
It's like Christmas
What?
Day is here. I can be excited now.
No.
Okay. Let's get some.
well, let's put the baby on monitor.
And I'm looking for a heartbeat.
There you go. You got her.
Cody.
Ace or what?
I don't remember
So
that.
what do we got here? We got a heart monitor
Heart
and a
monitor?
contraction.
And the uterus comes up this way, so we kind of put this towards the top of the uterus, and it will tell us when she's contracting. So you had an epidural with your other months? So you're ready to try this?
Yes.
I love it.
I'm thinking
This
sixth
is good
child. I
stuff.
deserve it.
I've done deliveries with polygamists before. Is she your first wife?
She's the third.
Third, okay.
Yeah, so I was blessed with her.
I have a lot of polygamist ancestors, and that's okay. So I can't be too good at that. It's in there somewhere. I'm just-
In our culture, home birth is a common thing.
That's because when you go to the hospital, they have all of this information they want. The dad is sitting there trying to protect his identity because he can't be known to have more than one wife.
I mean, if the husband goes to jail, then it's a problem.
Are you relaxed?
Sometimes.
She talks like such a baby in these early
She would like to be
episodes.
induced today, and because her cervix is ready to go and the baby's in the right position, and so she's decided to go ahead and proceed with the induction. We're going to give her an epidural. She hasn't had one before, and I think she'll enjoy it. So you're about 2 centimeters tall. It's just pointing way back there, and your baby's head is right up by the sensitive pubic bone, kind of high up inside. So what do you want to do? Do you want to use a little bit of pills to bring that down?
Yeah,
down
Jim.
You kind of got to get your contraction.
Let's get going.
Okay.
I want her, she has to be born today. We only have like.
She's a
20 more
week
hours.
past due. She's only 2 centimeters dilated, and the baby's
So
head
we'll
is
bring it down
high
and we'll
up
just
in
keep
the
checking
cervix. That's
and
amazing
seeing how it's coming down. Once it goes down, we'll break it off.
for a sixth baby.
All right.
Yeah, my water just broke.
She'll be right back. You gotta sit back down.
I don't know. Okay, so my water just broke.
All right. Mom Squirrel, Kody the expert. Yeah. He was like on top of her belly with that thing going, okay, so I'm trying to get the heartbeat here. I am sure the nurse was like, could you just not touch anything? Please. Step back, Dad. Let the experts do their thing. Oh, goodness. Okay. 2 centimeters dilator after having 25 kids is nothing. I'm shocked. 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. I was 2 centimeters when I went in with my first a week early. And she was born within 24 hours, but I don't think I had pitocin. Maybe I did. I don't remember. All right. Little Shonda, my second, was born on the interstate. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Although that would mean it came quick, so that is a good thing. Mommy pooped a baby. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Kody, I gotta go. Christine's water broke. Do you want a snack? Yeah, it's coming up. Classic. Can I distract you anymore? Wait, can you stay longer? I mean, I know her water broke, but yeah. And I know her babies come really quick after the water breaks, but all right. Um Oh, Kody's not supporting the head again. Kody never supports the heads of his kids. Remember, he didn't support the head of any of them. Every time he would hold McKelty's kids, poor little kid's head was always hanging off the side of his arm. And the one time McKelty literally lifted it up and tried to put it back onto his arm. She's like, ugh. Okay. Are we back already? Oh, yeah, we are. Here we go. Hospital.
As much as I usually am. Usually I deliver when I'm 2 to 4 days late. And now I'm a week. She's really high and there's no guarantee that she's going to be coming down lower. There's still a ways to go.
Christine had a miscarriage about a year ago.
It was scary. She's always had very easy pregnancies, and this one was really scary. Everything was going fine. They went to hear the heartbeat. The heartbeat wasn't there. And then a few days later, she miscarried. With all the complications in her age, I'm kind of glad to see her go to the hospital. I've had very competent home births. She has too. They've been great experiences. But I think when there's any risk like that, and most midwives would say, I'm not taking it. I was kind of glad that she decided to go the hospital route this time.
All right. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Okay. What's the
I know for your first birthday, that is that.
Yeah, I'm very good. Okay.
Dr. Bean.
I like Dr. Bean.
You guys, I have an
Shannon, honey, huh?
announcement. What? Guess what? Your mommy is having her baby right now.
Oh,
She's having her baby today.
I mean,
I think it's pretty awesome.
zero excitement on Robyn's part. Guess what? My mommy's having her baby.
I was at work still, and
Have
so I
some
was just like,
excitement, will you?
well, I want to go. I need to go. When is she going to have the baby? How long is it going to take? Because, once you get induced, it could be any time.
I'm wondering if I should go home, change my clothes, get your stuff, kind of tell everybody.
Get Aspen. Does she want to come in for delivery?
She wants to just be here after the baby's born.
All right. See ya.
Sit on the
Oh,
ball.
Christine said that Aspen just wants to be there after the
And then you can
baby's
just-
born.
And
She was
sometimes
there for
when
the whole
you're starting to
delivery.
hurt, you'll find that nice position leaning over, whatever it
This is
is.
comfortable on the back.
Yeah.
This experience has been good so far in the hospital, and I'm really pleasantly shocked. So I think about all of my home births, and I wonder, have I made a mistake?
Mary's at work and Janelle's at work, and the baby might come faster than you think. I'm gonna have you load up what kids you can, and somebody's gonna have to watch some of them, because they'll only allow the whole family to come in for an hour or so.
You mean after the baby's born?
Yeah.
Yeah, my water just broke.
She'll be right back. You gotta sit back down.
I don't know.
When my water breaks,
Oh, that's the
I have to shut it
producer.
just like that.
Oh,
my water
I
just broke.
think. Maybe not. Maybe
Okay,
not.
and so,
That said, do you want to sit back down?
Do you want to take something with you?
Well,
Crackers, chocolate mix, granola bar.
Look at her walk out.
Make up a tree.
She walks like a weeble.
Camera follows me. And I'm like,
Weeble
dude,
wobble.
I've got a wife in labor. I'm not going to sit here kissing that girl.
And yet you'll come back
It's
and
just
do it
awkward.
again.
When you have an epidural, the medication in the epidural makes your vessels enlarge. When that happens, if you don't have a lot of extra fluid in there, your blood pressure just drops.
Needle in, and we run a tiny little tube through the needle.
I'm not going to kiss my girlfriend with the cameras. And yet he literally walks from the end of the house to come back and kiss her on camera. Oh, we're going. We're going.
How close are we to
Christine's
the
delivery
epidural?
day.
Do you want me
It
to have
says
to get ready? I'm ready for you.
Cody's there. Aspen's there.
I'll numb up the area,
Uh-huh.
and then we put the needle in, and we run a tiny little tube through the needle, and then we pull the needle out and leave the tiny little tube.
Oh my gosh, this is awful.
I'm 15. I think that 15 is an okay age to see my mom giving birth.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah,
You may even vote to have another baby after this. You may say, Kody, you'll have all the wives in here to have epidurals.
Yeah.
We'll have a-
Did you dope those needles on purpose?
Hey, that's not funny.
It's just what a mom wants to hear when she's about to get an epidural as she's in labor. Did you dole the
The hope
needle on
is that
purpose?
you can put pressure when it's time to
Doctor.
push. You can tell that baby's down there, but it's not going to be hurting you.
Interesting. I feel really warm. I don't know what happened.
And this nice
Well, like
sensation in your
2
legs. Are drugs making you loopy?
No. Just kills the pain. It doesn't make you loopy.
This dollhouse has been my dream forever since I was a little girl. And my dad made it, and I've been saving doll furniture since Brianna was a baby. When I first started the whole thing, it was just my 2 girls, and now I've got more girls, huh?
I got
Come
a new
play.
mom.
They have been fighting over the mommies, which mommies, because we have 4 mommy dolls and 1 daddy doll. And so they've been fighting over which mommies they want to play with.
This is Mary, Cody's first wife. Hi. Do you know, Christine? This is Robyn. My mommy.
Robyn's the one with the shirt that's all the way off the shoulders.
This is the funnest part of it. I'm just gonna play mirror, okay?
And then we had the Kody doll, and they were fighting over who gets to play with that. And I said, you know how your dad gets to come to each one of the different houses and spend a little bit of time? You guys have to take turns with the daddy doll too.
Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, Mary.
Robyn does not have 15
I
kids
got my
there.
mom, but Dad.
Sorry.
That's
Maybe
baby
8.
Shirley.
And then I think Robyn came and took the older ones, but she still has McKelty there watching them. So she only has what, 5 or 6 of the little ones.
Doctor. If you wanted to do in vitro fertilization, because I've got a wife who only has 1. No.
Not one child. She only has 1.
Sorry, that's funny. Only one child. That's the business I'm in. His kids.
Well, I'm here like in labor. It's kind of classy.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Talking about the other wife's fertility.
Oh.
Mary and Christine have
I was
always
looking
been.
at you, I was like, she doesn't have any problem. She doesn't
Yeah, Mary and Christine have always had a really close
No,
relationship.
Yeah.
In vitro is very expensive for potential results.
It can be expensive, but for some people, it's the perfect thing.
So we sort of planned to bring everybody to see the baby, but it's gonna be so late. I don't know if the hospital's gonna really want us to bring 20 people in. Christine really does kind of hold things together for me as far as the children. So Robyn, especially now, has started to help a lot.
On one day.
Oh, yeah, we're ready.
You can tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby's there. Okay, let me just go get Dr. B.
Yeah.
I told you, you'll be able to tell all of a sudden. huh?
Yeah, I get that right.
Oh, that's it, that's it, that's it.
Are you breathing?
It creeps me out to see Kody.
Okay, so Kody just called.
delivering
and
this
Christine
child.
is at
I
that
don't know
point.
why.
She's getting ready to deliver 5-10 minutes maybe.
We are moving
She'll
right
start the
along.
heavy duty
Here, I'll hit
pushing,
pause
and
for a
then-
second.
So he wants me to look.
Catch up a little bit on the chat. Ooh. looking at that. Kody down there being so serious. Come on. Come on, Christine. Deliver this baby. Gotta get back to my other wife. This is taking too long. Ugh. Okay. Hi, Frenchie BG. Okay. Now we understand why the same doctor didn't want cameras for McKelty's twins' birth. He didn't forget the circus. I thought Kody knew everything about birthing process, right? So this is for the heartbeat, right? Kody said the heart rate sounds good, so the doctors know it's okay to proceed. Okay, B, you're right. In our culture, every time. Every time. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Okay. Birdie K's only had 3 kids, but it feels like 25. Oh, Shortsy, your daughter was a little 1 pound 9 ounces. Oh, sweet little thing. How old is she now? Oh, we have a lot of drinkers. I didn't see what the drinking word was, but I see a lot of wine glasses. Christine will show you how to make eggs as soon as she's home from the hospital and back to her duties. Yep. Yes, Kody will act like he will see the Grim Reaper if he gets a little hungry. Absolutely. Grim Reaper. I'm not in my YouTube, so I can't put the little Grim Reaper. I think we still have that little icon in there for under membership. I totally believe that too, Lynn, that Robyn was jealous. I think she was jealous that Christine was pregnant, that when she came in the family, that Christine was the first one to have that experience with Kody while she was there. I think she wanted to be the only one to have that experience. Well, at least the first as she came into the family. And then I think she was a little bit jealous of Truly too. And I think she made it known to Kody because Kody, who fawns over all babies, did not over Truly. Uncle Daddy tried to sneak in with the camera. Probably was. He's probably right behind the producers the whole time. I do that. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about Christine. I'll do this for Robyn too. You'll see. Robyn always has something. Okay, Mama Squirrel, I think that was dirty. I was just going to say, but not for the kids. But then I realized where you were going with that. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, LaShonda. That's right. She walks like it's like she stiffens her arms or something and waddles. She's like a pregnancy waddle all the time. And for as tiny as she is, it's very odd. It's a very bizarre. Or like, it's also kind of like that. I don't know what to do with my arms and my body, so I'm just going to walk like this. It's, kind of that sort of odd. Wait for me. Maybe we can sneak a kiss. I don't know. Okay. Kody telling the story of Truly's birth. Well, after I went through labor and delivery, I ran to kiss my new hubby. That's so good. That's exactly how he would tell the story. After I went through labor and then I went through delivery, it was exhausting. I then went and give a kiss to my other wife. Yes. All right. Oh, proud Canadian grandma. Thank you so much. Well, first of all, here we have a gifted membership from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Thanks for the gifted membership. One of you without a membership will suddenly be gifted one from YouTube. Well, gifted one from Anonymous, but YouTube will assign it. Appreciate you. And thank you, proud Canadian grandma, for the super chat. You're welcome. I appreciate you being here. And Kody is a jerk. That's a great way to end it. Love it. All right. Let us continue on. The show is still going. We have Janelle in the kitchen talking right now. And I think she was just sort of saying, it's getting really late. We were going to take the kids. So the labor may have stalled, which is not uncommon after getting an epidural, that it kind of slows down a little bit. So I'm sure Kody was not thrilled with that. I would not have let her have that epidural if I would have known this is going to be longer away from my other wife. Here we go.
Load up in about a half hour. I got to call Robyn and coordinate with her.
What do I do?
You need some gloves? Yeah, how big are your hands there?
It's already 8 o'clock at night on a school night.
Do I need a gown?
You probably want to grab it.
She hasn't delivered yet.
This is the first time I've been in one of these.
Yeah.
It's the first time he's put on a hospital gown?
I know, but I'm
He's had other kids delivered in the hospital. Why has he not had a hospital gown? Has he not been in the labor and delivery room?
Don't forget to breathe.
Big breath.
Excellent. Good. That's good.
Okay, push.
Big push. That's it.
Or if you have it in a big breath. Push.
Oh, that's it.
Wow, she's coming out.
You ready?
Focus. A little more breath, Christine. Get some.
Stop directing her, Kody. The doctors and nurses are right there. God, he looks like he's in charge.
There you go.
He's pushing the doctor away.
Okay, again.
You're doing good.
Can I push again?
Yep, you sure. Big push. All right, okay, relax.
Oh, wow. It's done.
Okay.
I felt her.
Charlie just set her right
Oh my
here.
gosh, I felt the whole thing. I felt the whole thing forward. There we go. Oh my gosh. Ask me
Very
for
different than when
anything.
Robyn's kids were born. She's like, you gotta take it.
Oh my god.
Oh, there she goes.
Okay, I'm all for the epidural. Nice job. I pushed my eyes in a little time. Oh my gosh, I have a baby. Hello, Truly. Did we see how big you are?
Aw, 7 pounds, 11 ounces.
Kody, go stand by your wife. Don't stand at the end of the bed and just smile while she's holding it.
That was so
Oh, he's on his phone.
That was so easy. That was amazingly easy.
So cool. So cute. Seeing my mom give birth was kind of weird. I didn't really see like anything because I just saw the head coming out, and then I like looked away because I was like, I don't want to see anything else. I'm scared.
I think I almost did, Jackie. That was so sweet. Oh, I love when babies are born.
All right, you guys, just have the baby.
Let's get ready to go.
When you have
She's so
20
emotional.
people, it's pretty
All right,
much
everyone.
chaos,
She had the
especially
baby.
most of
Let's
them
go.
are
I
children.
have to say, brown chaos is very special.
Let's go. She looks like you, Isabel. Look.
Spin. I don't know what time at night this is, but I'm shocked that
Hey, listen. Quiet.
on a school night they're all going to the hospital.
You want to see your sister?
Yeah.
And that the hospital let them all in. I mean, it's dark outside.
I
See,
feel kind of like when we all got out of the car, I sort of felt like we were sort of this mass. We were gonna go mass of
overtake
people
that hospital.
walking
We
up
had a
to
baby
the
to see.
hospital.
she had a banana.
I know. You guys would have been really bummed if we would have went at like 5 minutes over. It's like 12:05.
Oh, it's midnight.
They're calling for your code number. They're outside the door calling.
They're all coming at midnight?
Oh my gosh, that is the cutest baby ever. Are you crying? Mariah. I'm after Mariah.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Did you?
Isn't she pretty?
Who was it that said that? I'm going to
I guess all the
rewind.
children have seemed sort of like my
Said I'm
children.
after Mariah.
Yeah,
here we go.
cutest baby ever. Are you crying? Mariah. I'm after Mariah.
No, you're not.
Can't see. It's off camera.
Isn't she pretty?
I guess all the children have seemed sort of like my children. So it's like me just expecting another child without having to do all the work.
He's my sister.
I was glowy. I felt sparkly. I felt like, oh, see, this is a family, and it made me excited
I
to
was
be joining
glowy.
a family for sure.
Felt
She's
sparkly.
really calmed down.
I always wanted
Acts
to
like
have
she's
a big
13.
family. I always figured I'd have lots of kids. I guess I do. I just kind of went about it a little bit different.
Doesn't she have the cutest cry? She is so cute.
She's the cutest little baby. Pictures of her in the crib smiling. She looks like she's probably about 2 months, 3 months old in these pictures now. Sweet. She is sweet.
We are
Pause. Okay. That's the next episode. Whew. Oh, Robyn. She's just insufferable. I don't know why I don't like her at all, but I don't. I can find something wrong in every episode. Try to cut her a break. I just can't. She was not at all excited the whole time she was in the house with all those kids. I gotta tell you all, your mom is having a baby right now. No smiles, no excitement, no, guess what? I've got exciting news. Nothing like that. Nothing. Your mom's having a baby right now. Did you hear that, Peyton? Your mom's having a baby right now. Then it was time to go. Okay, everybody, it's time to go. Let's go. Get coats on. Let's go. Like nothing exciting. Then when she's there, Kody's there. She's like, oh, so cute. She is all act. All act. I was glowy. I felt sparkly. She acts like she's 13. I suspect Robbie got pregnant with Saul before the spiritual marriage. Bum, bum, bum. Well, where was she living? Oh, no, because the spiritual marriage was still in Lehigh. And Solomon was born the very beginning of October. And they moved sometime in January down to Vegas. So like literally it had to have been that month. It had to have been in that house that they all shared together, that they consummated. Well, not consummated necessarily, because they consummated it before, but I mean, let's face it. They were doing the deed when she was down in St. George. But I think while all those people were living in the house, the two of them were getting it on one night. Oh, wouldn't it be great if there's some stories that the kids or the wives could share about how upset they were that they could hear the two of them in the next room and how disrespectful it was? Because there's no way they could have been there for that whole month. And then Solomon be born at the beginning of his, he was born in that first week of October at some point, or like the 10th or the, I want to say it's even less than that. Let me see. Solomon Brown's birthday. What's black on my fingernail? Probably mascara. Oh, it's October 26th. Okay. Well, you are pregnant for 10 months. I wonder if she gave birth early. Either way, even if it's the 26th, because you're pregnant for 10 months. I remember my doctor telling me that right away when I'm like, well, it's only going to be 9 months. She goes, well, technically 10. You're pregnant for a whole month before you count 1, and then you don't count 9 until the end of the 9th month, and then you're in your 9th month when you give birth. So it's 40 weeks. 40 weeks is 10 months. Yeah. Let's see here. 40 weeks from January 15th, say. I don't remember exactly when. Is October 22nd. Yeah. So that would be if they just moved in on the 15th. So if they were doing the deed on January 15th, then 40 weeks would be the 22nd. He was born the 26th, basically the same time frame. Yep. It wasn't later in January. No. It was earlier in January. Because they wanted the kids in school after the break. Yep. 100%. Solomon was conceived in that house where everybody was all living together in that rent-a-house for a month. The one we never saw except for the day that they moved in when they first got down there. They didn't do any filming. I mean, I guess they must have said, it's so crowded. We don't want cameras in here. And I get it, but boy, that would have been good television, wouldn't it have? I think so. Okay, get back to the chat here. 8% C moss. Oh, another baby. Wait, I'm 50. Never mind. I know. After watching this, I feel like the same thing. I'm like, oh, just one more. Okay, I'll have to wait for a grandbaby. Oh. Okay. Wendy's front yard. Good point. Mary needs to be more grateful for that healthy child that she has instead of constantly wanting more. Some of us can't have any, right? Yes. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you have. You think we all, well, that's true, Alex. Thanks, Alexandria. Oh. I just can't with Robyn. The lies! The lies! Liberty Lisa says, all Kody really cares about is himself and that he gets all the attention. He only brags about being a plig because he thrives on the reactions that he gets. He wants people to be shocked. It's so true. It's so true. He just loves the reactions he gets. And I think he thinks that other people go, wow, you could get 3 people that wanted to marry you. I could have found 3 people that wanted to marry me. Not that big a deal. I mean, not all at the same time. But if they were raised in it and they believed it, it's not like he had to convince them into doing it. He didn't like go on the street and get them to become polygamists. Okay. All right. Nicole says, first season, they were so far behind. They used Truly to catch up. Yeah. In the rental paid for by the OG3. Oh, right. Yes. Yes. Solomon's life began in the rental house that the OG3 paid for, while stressing out over the fact of figuring out how they're going to get rentals for all the house and how they're going to pay off Robyn's debt. She was free as a bird, not a care in the world, just sleeping around, having a good old time, bringing more children into the family. Old spirit art. They were burning it up before marriage. Burning it up. I love that. It's a good phrase. Oh, good point. No. Was she? Oh gosh, now I'm getting confused with the. No, you're right. Because they were holding her in the picture. You're right, Cheryl. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that. Oh yeah. They were bing bang boom. So yeah, they would have had to hurry up and. So when did they announce? Oh, I'm going to have to start writing this timeline down now. Because Truly was born. They're still in Lehigh, right? Yeah, they haven't moved yet. So in Lehigh, Truly's born. I got to get this timeline going. And Truly's birth, let me write down Solomon's. Solomon's was the 22nd? Yeah, October 22nd. And I must have gotten confused with Robyn, who's earlier in October. And Truly, I now, because Truly has an E in her name, that whenever I have to write Truly the other way, sometimes my fingers, I'll just put an E in it. Thank goodness for spell check. I'm like, oh yeah. I get so used to it now from like doing Sister Wives stuff and typing Truly's name that I'm like, yeah, I know Truly doesn't have an E in it, but this Truly does. April 13th. Okay. April 13, 2010. Wow, they really jumped ahead, didn't they? Because Robyn's birthday, oh, that's why I pulled it up. I pulled up last episode from last week and started watching it again on another browser when I pulled this one up to get a screenshot of a picture from the show to do the thumbnail. And then I couldn't remember why I had it going. I'm like, why do I care about last week's show? Eventually I just turned it off because I had like 2 shows going. Like, what? I know why. I was watching it because remember Kody's like, oh, we're going to have a birthday party for Robyn and that. Was I taking a lot of notes or looking at the chat? Because I don't remember the birthday party. So I was going to go look at it again. But Robyn's birthday, is the beginning of October. So that was last episode. That would have been October 10th, I think. Oh no. It's sooner than that now that I think about it, because I remember thinking, yeah, it's the 9th. Okay. 1978. Okay. So the next episode, we jump to April 13th, 2010. Then again, it is TLC, so. Robyn wasn't happy, according to Short C7. Robyn wasn't happy when Christine gave birth, and she was salty when some of the kids weren't happy when she announced that she was pregnant. Karma for you. Good point, Short C. Good point. She's not happy at all in any of this. She doesn't have any smiles, no excitement in her voice, nothing. It's just, your mother's having a baby. Everybody get ready. We're going to the hospital. And she has smiles when she's by Kody holding it, of course. Like, look at me with a baby. I got to have a baby with you, too, to lock it in. Get that paycheck for life. Yep. So she was not happy at all. But yet, boy, Hunter sure got the brunt of it when he wasn't jumping up and down for joy. He did not want to even go to Vegas. He was almost in a full-on depression. Janelle was so concerned about him. And she's upset that he's not mad that this other extra wife, after 13, 15 years, that brought extra kids in, is having another child. Like, the selfishness of that woman, I can't. Okay. Instead of sacred cow, dying cow. Yeah, Birdie K had been in January. She had been in January. They were in that first rental. Somewhere between the 18th and the 22nd. And they had 30 days in that rental. And I don't remember them getting out early. Wasn't it like a last minute thing again? Like, we found them everything was last minute. Everything was like the day before we found something. Yeah, they moved over Christmas break. So they were in there in January. Yes. Ew, that is so gross. Hi, Deb Jones. Welcome. Y'all know this is more fun to chat than watch the show. It's true. It's more fun to just talk about it than actually watch it. Grandchildren are the best things ever. This group and a few others are a favorite of mine. Secret Society of Sister Friends. Yeah, that's right, passing for normal. He really believes that women want him. And that men want to be him. And be with him. I will add. I do believe he thinks everybody wants him. It's so gross. Old spirit art, we have no idea. But I think... well, shoot, I forgot now. There's a decent amount of episodes for the Baldwins that are in the Sister Wives time slot right now. So I want to say it was like 8. That's 2 months. Right? Wasn't it about 8? I can't remember. But it's something like that. And that's just because the schedule's not that far out. But I read somewhere how many episodes would be in the Baldwin thing. So logic would say the week after the Baldwins ends, Sister Wives will start back up again. Although nobody's announced that, of course. Thank you, TLC. Maybe there were slim pickings in the AUB. I would believe that to be true, Amy. I mean, it's got to be. Not that many people. Robyn said her getting pregnant was her sealing herself in the family. So she revealed her first step in the family takeover. Interesting. I forgot that line. Did she say that? I can see her saying that. Good memory, Black Swan Gothica. Well, that's true. 80% CMOS. Technically, the OG3 paid for all the houses the entire time. Yes. And that's true, Julie. Robyn had to get pregnant as fast as possible to avoid getting a job. She'd be like, oh, I got morning sickness. I can't work. Vixen, Mary has every right to want more children. She does. She can want more children. She can. But she has a way about her that she always seems like she's complaining. She just has a fussy tone in her voice. She's gotten way better about it. I think that's what her counselor worked with her on a lot, was her tone of voice. Very kind of whiny. I mean, there's a lot of things I want in life, but I don't talk like this about it. I could still say, I wish, I'd like. She did, in her defense, though, say, I got lots of kids through polygamy. So there was that. I'll give her that. Robyn was never going to work, says Lisa. Yep. Spiritual marriage was before the show ever started. They made it look like it was after the show. Yeah, I heard that there's a theory of that out there. It's not proven. It is a theory. Could be. Don't know. Could be. If it's true, though, then they did it even without Christine knowing, unless the preview for the tell-all at the end is misleading, because it makes it seem like Christine is trying to call out Kody and Robyn for looking like they may have done the deed early on based on their engagement photo. So if she knew they were already married, she wouldn't say that in that way. Or they would just say, well, yeah, we were already married. You knew that. So she either, if it is true, Christine wasn't in on it, and that they were the only ones that knew about it. So it wasn't like a whole show conspiracy of like, we're getting married, but we're going to hold it off for the show. They lied to Christine anyway. Christine and Janelle, I would say. Who knows what they told Mary, because it seems like Mary was a little bit in the know in the beginning. All right. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. Oh, I just realized, here we go. I didn't have, you know what? You guys are more than welcome to tell me when I don't have names scrolling down below, because it's something that's new from the last software that I had in terms of, well, it's not completely new, but it's a different system, I should say. So if you don't see names scrolling at the bottom, Just keep saying it in chat. Say, Jenny, where's the ticker? Jenny, where's the ticker? That's what they call this, the ticker. They also call it a banner, but a banner and a ticker, just to make things more complicated. So my apologies. I should have had that scrolling the whole time. The only gift Robyn ever gave the family were cold sores. That's good. Oh, that's my shoe said that my dad remarried a younger wife when I was a teen, and I thought of them doing the deed and it made me nauseous. They had to feel the same way. You remember how like kind of repulsed they were at the last episode when they were like, she could be our friend. Ew, she could be our sister. Ew. If that grossed them out, just imagine them thinking about their dad with her. Ew. Really gross. They were all in on conspiracy of lies during the show. Yep, there's a whole bunch of them, that's for sure. If Janelle had filed for child support before Robyn gave birth, her child support from Kody would have usurped Robyn's kids, taking importance over the OG3. Hindsight's 2020. Could you imagine? I mean, she would have never done it. Talk about a what if. She would have never done it. And she hasn't even done it now. She could do it with Savannah. I don't remember how many years you can go back, but she could go back and still do it with Savannah, and she hasn't done it. Oof, which makes me so angry. And you know why I think she hasn't done it is because she wants the land to get settled. If the land got settled and she got her money, I think she would go ahead and she'd sue Kody. But I think she's not, because she's worried about Kody just taking everything that his name is on, that her name is not on. So Mary would get her 2 acres and Janelle would get, well, Mary would get not even 2, because it's a 4-acre lot and all 3 of their names are on it. So Mary would get less than 2 acres. Kody would still get a portion of that. And then the other 4-acre lot, Janelle's name's on, but so is Kody. So he could take half of that. So Janelle would only get 2 acres of that. And then Kody would take all the rest of the land. So, and that would probably be more than what she would get in child support. So she can't, really. I just thought of that. Her hands are tied. Do any of Robyn's kids have jobs? It's a good question. Of course not. No. They don't even have jobs in the house. They hire a nanny. Oh, Nicole. This is something I never thought of. Maybe Robyn lived with Uncle Daddy while they were in the rentals. I could say Robyn saying, I can't live with all these people. I'm going to sacrifice and live somewhere different so that the family can stay together, because I know you're all used to being together and you're not used to us being with you. So I'll go somewhere else. And then that way she gets Kody all to herself. Oh, I totally can see that. Yes. Because he had properties there in St. George. He probably had Vegas properties as well. Never thought about that. Never thought about that. It's very good, Nicole. He also thinks everyone wants Robyn too. Yeah. He thinks every guy is after Robyn. That's so funny. She's not all that, but on top of it, she like walks like a weeble and has 0 personality and is such a downer. Who wants to hit that? Nobody. Ain't no fun. It's got to be somebody. You mean you could just like throw a spitball and hit somebody else that would be more enticing in a room of people. They are professional students. Yeah, they don't have jobs or professional students. Although all my kids had to have jobs while they went through school and grad school. I will say that my daughter in vet school doesn't have a job, but that's a near impossibility. But that being said, she does pet sit for many professors on campus, vet school professors, as well as regular professors, business school professors, you name it, because the professors at Ohio State will contact the professors they know in the vet school program because they want vet school students to watch their pets when they go on their sabbaticals for a month or go on vacation for a week or two. So, yeah, she's done her fair share of pet sitting. So technically, she still kind of had a job, but to her, it was all fun. Peach, I can't bring myself to watch the Baldwins. You don't have to watch it. You can just come, listen, and then we chat about it just like this. Old Spirit, the Baldwins is interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting this Wednesday night to see Wednesdays when we watch it or when I watch it and anyone wants to join. I don't know what to make of it yet, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, I don't like him or her. I think I like her a lot less than him. But I feel like he might be a little Kody Brown. Well, in a lot of ways, it's Kody Brownish, but I feel like I might be getting a little bit of Kody Brown play to the cameras. He's an actor. He's a professional actor. So it's really hard to get my finger on the pulse of who this man is. Although somebody did write in one of my comments that they sat next to him on an airplane and he was horrible. There you go. All right. It's a train wreck. You can't look away. Try to watch it. Couldn't make it through. Just come with us, Amy, on Wednesday night. We'll just talk and make fun of it. I think Hilaria, maybe another. Hilaria. He sometimes has an accent and sometimes doesn't. Every once in a while, Robyn shows her true motive. I hope, Mama Celeste says, I hope Dayton writes a tell-all of living with Kody and Robyn. If he indeed, I heard he legally changed his name back to David, which is pretty great because they kind of had him legally change his name to Dayton. I just never felt comfortable about that. We'll talk about it when we get to that episode eventually. I don't think that's in season 1. But I love the fact that he legally changed it back to David. And it's my understanding, but I don't think anyone knows for a fact, but it's my understanding he's back living with his dad or near his dad, which I think is great. And I think it's wonderful that that relationship is getting rekindled because I think his mom just babied him. And I think Kody pretty much ignored him. So I think it's good that he has a dad that wants him around and will treat him like a man that he is. So, yeah, there was something else I was going to say about that. Anyway, I hope this experience, if this is all true, helps him see things clearly. And they have not said anything. Now, there may be a gag order for all I know on the dad, but there's no way there's a gag order on Dayton. The kids have not signed anything. My understanding, my interpretation through McKelty's Patreon is that the kids aren't speaking out of respect for the parents because this is their paycheck. And if they say too much, this show could just cancel Sister Wives. which means some good stuff's coming out when that show's over. So we're here for a while. We've got season 20's in the can. And then we'll see about season 21. They had a 3-year after 2021 and 22. I think there's 2 more years. No, maybe it was 19, 20, and 21. Now, contracts can be broken, but I do believe they signed a 3-season. I don't know if it's 3 years or 3 seasons. That's what I don't know. It's probably by years because it's up to TLC to decide how they split it up by seasons. So we have that, and then we'll be here for all the books that come out afterwards. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I love it. Shannon Banana says, they are students. I mean, really, how much time could they stay from Kody? Oh, that's probably a good point. But do you think they'd want a job too then? Kody made all his kids have jobs when they were in school. I don't know. These kids are being treated very tenderly, aren't they? But you would think that they would do as much as they possibly could to get out of that house. I would. Pamela wants to know if Robyn's on birth control. I think she totally is. Of some sort, she is. Because she's said that she wanted to have another child and Kody said no. So like they are preventing themselves from having more children, or at least back in whatever season that was. They were already in Flagstaff when she brought it up and she wanted another one. And he's like, Ari's finally not jumping in our bed all night long. I don't know. And you know that Robyn had all those kids in the bed all the time. And he's probably like, I am so over it. Yeah, Meredith. Can you imagine if Kody's like, I need to go leave you, Robyn, and see another wife and make sure that she's okay. Or even when they were giving birth, like, oh, I just realized this was Mary's day. And I haven't even said hi to her. So I'm just going to run over to her house really quick and just say hi and grab some clothes or grab a bite to eat over there. Oh, Christine's grab a bite to eat because she has real food. And then I'm going to be right back. No way. Wouldn't have happened. Speaking of Mary, does her one goal have to be getting a man? Or is that a TLC storyline? Sadly, I think it's a Mary thing. I think that's part of her process of growing up. I think she'll get to the point where she's not that way. I mean, I remember being that way. I was that way until my 2nd year in college. So I was 20. She's 52? Yeah. She's stunted for sure in her development, no doubt. But I remember like wanting to go from boyfriend to boyfriend, like not having that sense of self-confidence that if I didn't have a boyfriend, it's perfectly fine and I'm okay. I always felt like I really did feel like there was part of me that, I don't know, like if I didn't have a boyfriend, then I wasn't desirable to anybody, which I know wasn't true because I knew guys that liked me, but I wasn't interested in them. So that wasn't true. But at the same time, I wanted somebody who I was interested in. And even if they weren't great, I'd date them until I'd find somebody else. What a horrible person am I? But I grew up by the time I was 20. And I was able to break up and then take a good year and a half and date nobody. And that was a fun time too. I learned to put myself first. Okay. Black Swan Gothica. I hope so too. And I really think after she's out from under all the contracts, I really think she will. And this is why. Christine is a go-getter when it comes to being an entrepreneur. She's got the Plexus stuff going. She's posting things on social media to generate revenue from there. She's doing the Moab rental there. She has said on the show's not going to be here forever. You need to have multiple streams of income coming in, which I don't think is necessarily true. I think she's good. I think personally, I think her and David could probably both retire. They probably have enough bank that they could live off of, but I don't know. Maybe they've been blowing through it. I'm not sure. I mean, clearly the Brown family blew through all the money she made while she was there. But David strikes me, especially being a single man for all those. Now he had lots of kids he was raising, but most of them are gone. I mean, I don't know if any of them were even living in the house with him. We never really found that out, but he didn't have any young kids. His youngest were teenagers, and most of them were out of the house and married. He had lots of grandchildren. So, and he was running a whole business. It's not just that he kept working every day as a drywaller. He owned a drywall business. The man was making bank. So I think they're okay. So I am inspired by and I respect Christine for hustling, being like, but you know what? It's all about me now. I'm going to make money and I'm not going to put it in a pot for somebody else to take. And David is like completely supportive of it. Yep. He's like, well, this is your house. You're buying it. Like, he's really supporting her in that, as opposed to saying, we're doing this now, which I found odd at the beginning. I thought, they're married now. Why aren't they like talking about like, this is our house and we bought this? And like, I enjoyed that when I first got married, that like, this is our life together now, and we're making decisions together, and our money, whether one's making more than the other at any given time, it doesn't really matter because we're kind of like one, and we figure it out together, and we pay for it together, and we just make it work. And I wanted that for her because she didn't have that. But then afterwards, I realized she always had to make extra money and just give it away. So now she gets an opportunity to make money and see the fruits of her labor, see a bank account grow that she did on her own. And he's completely supporting her in that. Plus, he's a safety net because if she ever decides, I don't want to do it anymore, he's like, I gotcha. Yeah, so she's all right. Anyway, but that being said, I do think she knows. If it's a real tell-all book, I mean, she's probably going to make a lot of money on this book anyway, just because the show's going. So it's probably smart that she's putting this book out in September. I honestly believe it's going to tell us nothing. I really believe it's just going to be a lot of what my life was like growing up as a polygamist and what I thought life was going to be like when I got married. It's basically going to be the sister wife book that we read, reiterated again, but just from her perspective with some other stories, and then moving into how things got difficult with Kody and how she got the courage to break away. I mean, it's like every other you did it book. I mean, I don't want to downgrade her experience. I'm excited for her and I'm proud of her, but I'd love a good juicy book because there's so much juicy stuff out there to share that nobody's sharing. So like, could somebody throw us a bone and give us a really good Patreon or a really good, I felt like Gwendolyn was starting to do a really good Patreon at the beginning. Or she had a really good YouTube channel before it went to Patreon. She started sharing a lot of good stuff. And when it went to Patreon, I'm not sure as much, but I'm not even sure she has her Patreon anymore. But now she's all like McKelty in the good graces of Robyn and Kody. So she's sharing nothing. So sad. So yeah, I'm going to read the book. We're going to read the book. We're going to discuss it. Fear not. I just don't think it's going to be good. But I would love to be proven wrong. Love to be proven wrong. I pray I'm proven wrong. I pray it's It's just a juicy, lovely, fantastic thing that does say what I say, but throws in fantastic zingers of things that people didn't know anything about. That would make it a great book. And then she still probably has a million stories that she could put in a really juicy tell-all once the contract's over. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm sitting here chatting away and chatting away. And also, let me change a banner here. There we go. Back to the comments. Okay. Amy thinks it's going to be a nothing burger. I think it's going to be too. I mean, but I pray she has a producer that, or not a producer, an editor that gets her to give something. We'll see. Passing for normal thinks that Dayton works. Very possible. I don't think he did when he, well, I mean, he could have. I shouldn't say that. I mean, because we really didn't know anything about him when he was living in the camper in the background, in the backyard. All right. Michelle, yeah. So even Truly wasn't enough to get his attention. Yeah. No wonder she didn't have another one. The show is her job. Yeah, they make good money on the show. I don't, yeah, the kids probably do now too, because they're on all the time too. Snore. I mean, they're not on that much. I don't know how much money they really make. Probably scale. A couple $100 each episode. Why am I blocked? You're not blocked. You're here. Yeah, definitely not a Diesel Jeans model walk. Proof she really wasn't a model. Although I always thought that that comment was an expression. I never thought she was ever a model, even in a mall, like of any sort. That was a figure of speech, which is a weird one because I didn't even know what Diesel Jeans were. Like, I knew back in the day Jordache jeans. What else were popular jeans? Chick jeans. Miss Me jeans became popular when my kids were in school. I guess Diesel jeans were popular in between there. True Religion were popular there for a while, but I thought those were guys' jeans. Maybe they were girls' jeans too. I don't know. I never had any of those. Oh, that's not true. I had one pair of Jordache when I was a kid. And I think I had one pair of the chick jeans too. More like a Big Bird from Sesame Street walk. It's true. It's a combination of Big Bird and a Weeble. I wonder if my mom has any Weebles. I thought about that. I must have called her. This sounds familiar to me. I must have referred to her as being a Weeble in the past. My mom had all our toys for forever. She kept all of them. And she's like, these are good toys and they're well made and I'm going to have them for grandchildren. And she did for a while. And then she got rid of all of them. She didn't like give them to me to save them for like my grandchildren. I would have loved that. Like the nostalgia of these toys. Our Weebles, our Little Tykes gas station and schoolhouse and all the Little Tykes people in the cars and all that stuff. Go on. Hilly, Hilaria. Hillary tried to make herself and kids even more the victims last night. I can't even imagine. She is so Robyn Brown, isn't she? Lisa, I am watching Balin and I love her. I just think she's amazing and I love her boyfriend. I love their whole family. Their attitude, I admire them. I just feel like I could not be as go with the flow. I mean, of course, they've lived with this for so many years, but I just think they're amazing. In all honesty, I think I've only watched 2 episodes or 3 maybe, because I don't have time. But, and I've mentioned this before on the channel, I'm watching it because people with Tourette's make me want to cry. I can't help but to have like such an intense, deep feeling of empathy, really sympathy, I guess. Empathy is really when you have experienced it also yourself. I've never experienced it, but like it feels like empathy because I don't like it. I don't want it makes me so sad. And then when people are laughing at people who have Tourette's, that makes me even more sad. The fact that you don't have that control over your body, but you do something that's so offensive to somebody else. I mean, it's just, to me, it's like such a whole nother level as opposed to not being able to control your body because you have cerebral palsy or because you're unable to walk and you're in a wheelchair. Like, to me, it's very different. And I really, all my life, have struggled and felt very sad and not liked watching it or being around it, and never found it funny at all. Just like really almost gutturally made me sad. So this has sort of been, I'm watching it in as like a therapy for myself, and it's working. It's working. I don't think I've had one episode of like feeling so sad that I'm going to cry. Although that hotel scene when she was having a really big boy, I didn't even realize some of the physical manifestations. I mean, that it looked like a full-on seizure that she was going through. Anyway, I won't talk anymore about it. But yes, I'm watching it. I'm way behind. And it's still, there is a little part of me though, that sometimes when I hear the mom talk about how she can't be independent, then it gets me. Sometimes I get a little bit sad in those moments of like, oh yeah, it would be so hard as a parent. Oh, okay. Anyway, good show. It's a good show. I think it's what TLC has always meant to be in terms of the learning channel. I feel like I'm learning, I'm being educated. And I guess Sister Wives started out that way too. Like, what is this? That's how I was interested in watching it at the beginning. It's just that they take it and they make it so sensational that it goes away from the learning aspect of it, which it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Is he really living with his dad now? Rumor. That's all I can say. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. I have no proof of it. They probably made a lot of people sign NDAs, so hopefully when those expire, several people will tell the truth and spill the beans. Yeah. Now, on McKelty's Patreon, her and Tony said that they haven't signed anything. That was before this season, though, and this season they're on a lot more of it. So, because they were kind of talking about writing a book, and if they could write a book in that, and they were like having a discussion amongst themselves about like, well, if we wanted to, we could. Like, we don't have anything. We haven't signed anything. We're not under contract. And so that's kind of how they put it, I think. We're not under contract, and maybe their contract has the NDA included in it. They're probably under contract this year. They probably did that on purpose to silence them, quite frankly, TLC. Because they know that make her upset. She could just go off the handle and say whatever she wants. All right. I would like to see Robert Kirkman write the sister-wife story. I don't know who Robert Kirkman is. David is still working. Is that David, her ex-husband? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. His last boy is still with him. Oh, are we talking? Is that? Oh, David. Christine's David. So many Davids in the show. We got 3 Davids. We got Robyn's ex-husband, then we have her son, and then we have Christine's husband, David. His last boy is still with him. Okay. That's the one that's been on the show, right? He looks like he's maybe 17, something like that. Christine has always hustled, Lynn says. Now it all benefits her. Yeah, that's true. That's true. She was up early. She was like cooking and she was teaching and cooking and cleaning. She was like a full-time mom and a full-time teacher for 13 kids. That's crazy. I would love I would love knowing Kody and Robyn are shaking in their boots over what she will say. Yeah, I hope they are. I mean, I don't think she's going to say anything. I mean, she wouldn't because there's a lawsuit still going on. So she's not going to say anything that's going to jeopardize her standing in that lawsuit or the payout that she'll get for Truly. So, but I love the fact that they don't know that because they don't know that. They couldn't figure that out. Oh, I hope Maddie writes a book. Me too. Maddie and Hunter together. I think if they start working together, they'll egg each other on and they'll start like, should we talk about that? Yeah. I think they can encourage each other. I think Hunter's even more so willing to just spill the beans. Peyton would as well. Maybe just an older kid's book. I don't know if some of the other ones would be willing to go there, but I see Peyton, Maddie, and Hunter as being the 3 that, well, Gwen, depending on where she is with Gwen of past. I don't know about Gwen right now. And Dot says that she thinks that Robyn and Kody did sleep together before they were married, especially the way they acted when he was sneaking around kissing. As my mama said, you know what people do in private by what they do in public. And this isn't even just public. This is in front of cameras. Yep. Simos, I want to read what she said when she saw Robyn with the first cold sore. Oh, gosh, yeah. I'll bring something to the family. I've got something to donate. Hey, Tracy. Welcome. Kody is shrinking as he's becoming more bow-legged. Yeah, he is. He's losing his height and his hair. Yes, he is. Next is his pecs. And then the the 6-pack abs. Knit My Bet really hopes that Christine surprises us in a good way. I do too. That would be great. I don't want to get my hopes up because I really don't want to be that disappointed. And I just can't see it between the lawsuit, still being under contract with TLC, and the expose. If you read the abstract that came out explaining what the book was about, it was kind of like, wah, wah, wah. You want to know when the show is going to air? Do you know when the show is going to air? Have you heard something, Tracy? Kody will do a show about getting a job. Soon Kody will be 3 feet tall, 4 strands of hair. He's so great. Maybe they'll get desperate for money and join Seeking Sister Wives. I mean, I could see it, especially if the show ends. If the show ends, I totally could see them going on Seeking Sister Wives. Totally. And I bet they would do it with no intention of ever getting another sister wife. They would just do it for the paycheck. Lily says that she was in a JCP magazine once. All right, there you go. Was she in Diesel Jeans? That's so cute. I wonder if that's where he gets the Diesel Jean thing from. Mama Celeste, the local library is ordering the book for you. Very good. In the meantime, you can come here. We'll talk about it on the channel here until you get a chance to sit down and just dive into it yourself. Gloria Vanderbilt. Very good, Miss Molly's mom. Yes, Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. Those were the jeans. Yes. Yes. Candace, where did the Diesel jeans from? It started when Kody did a podcast on YouTube. I actually have, I think I even covered that part of the interview. I never finished, but I will someday. I started breaking it all down. That's when I first started kind of breaking down his language and his sentences and everything. So that's a lot of what I was doing in there, but I could not be so meticulous about it and just listen to the rest of it and comment on it. That's what I really should do to finish up, just to put a pin in it and get the whole interview covered. But it was a podcast on YouTube called Mormonism Live. It's changed names since then, but if you type in Mormonism Live, you'd get it. And so it's called Mormonism Live on my channel because that's what it was at the time that he was doing the interview. And there are two ex-Mormons that interview people. It's very similar to Mormon Stories if you ever watched that. But these are two guys as opposed to the one guy in Mormon Stories. And they were just interviewing him, and it went on and on and on and on and on. It was like 2.5 to 3 hours long. And you know how Kody is, the more he talks, the more loose lips he gets. And so he was talking about, I do have to cover that again because he did say something negative about the wife, Uncle Daddy's first wife. So I want to, just that she wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't something horrible, but he did say something disparaging about her. So I really need to pull that out and do a video on it. But so yeah, he was talking to these two guys and he was making the comparison of like, well, you know, when you have a Diesel Jeans model that's interested in you. And then he went on. So that's where it came from. Mama Celeste. And the new spinoff can be Kody Goes Courting. Kody goes courting, he did right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kody goes courting and he did right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Diesel jeans popular in the late 90s. There you go. Late 90s. It's right around the time my first child was born. This is why I was not fitting into designer anything. Starting from, I had gotten pregnant about 1997. And that's it for designer clothes. No designer jeans from that point on in my life. Never got back to designer jeans. All right. Robyn could be a professional dancer. Hey, if anybody in Australia has a clip from the Olympics, because they scrubbed it. I can't find it. I mean, maybe it's back now because it's all over. But there was that break dancer that competed from Australia. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun of one of the competitors from your country, but she was really, really funny. She was, her break dancing looked like she just showed up and they put music on and she was improvising, but she wasn't. I think it was just a different style of breakdancing. But anyway, the similarities between her and Robyn Brown, I think, are so great. So I wanted to at one point kind of do a clip of both of them, Robyn's dancing and then this break dancer, and put them together. But and that was right around the time the Olympics was out. Let me tell you, they scrubbed all her performances off the internet at that time. I be honest with you, I haven't looked in the past couple of months, so maybe it's back up there. Lucky Jeans. I don't remember Lucky Jeans. Yes, Thomas. All that good stuff. I had a lot of just wooden toys too. How old am I? I don't know. You did, Miss Molly, but you can go back and watch it. It's being recorded. No problem. We watched episode 4. Christine's book could be Children of the Basement Wife. That's so good. Yes. That is good. Oh, yes. It's funny how grossed out he is by Christine's eating. Have you watched Robyn chew Power Jaw? No, but I'll pay attention now. I can only imagine. Maybe that's why she has such a square face, such square jawline. Maybe she has extra strong jaw muscles. Kody starting to look like George Burns? Oh, I'm going to have to look now. That's funny. Oh, Seeking Sister Wives is great. Yeah, that is a good show. I review that one on my other channel, Reality TV Breakdown. So when that comes back, we'll be over there talking about that one. Oh, he's totally going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Absolutely. And when he is, we all have to go and vote for whoever is like the worst person on the show. That's not Kody. So that he gets voted off right away. Because they get paid by episode. Rainbow jeans. I don't remember rainbow jeans. Oh, I think I kind of do actually. Like rainbows on them. Yes. Robyn did the come hither dance. Wasn't there a scandal about the breakdancer in Australia? Something like she cheated to get on. I mean, something happened. I mean, I don't think she cheated, but I feel like maybe they knew someone. I don't know. It was really, I couldn't follow it. I followed as much as I could, but I don't know, when was the Olympics on? I was busy. I don't know. Was Sister Wives on at the same time? I don't know. I got a lot of things going on in my life. I just remember not being able to follow it, but being fascinated by that storyline. Oh, I remember it's down in, that was like around September. Or I mean, no, before September. It was in the summer. It was in the summer, wasn't it? Like around July. Because I remember my husband and I were down in Tennessee visiting my daughter when we were watching some of the Summer Olympics. The Olympic breakdancer was awful. I'll say it for you. Thanks, Sandus. She's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, ray gun, yes. Ray-gun, Robyn. I mean, I think the comparison, I could make a pretty good video. I could find no footage of it. Right. So that was in the summer. And then we went into, and then the school year started. So I was back in the speech therapy, and then Sister Wives started, and life got crazy. End of August, I had a big retreat. I had like 70 people at that one all weekend long. So I just had a lot going on. Did he really put her shoulder out of joint on the dance floor? I didn't remember that. That's crazy. Lucky jeans were comfortable. I don't remember lucky jeans. That's crazy. Hey, Shanna Banana, member for 3 months. Yay! I saw on Love to Hate lineup, watch along, episode 21 on the 10th. Oh, so they're in the know. Episode 21 is on the 10th. Let me look at my calendar. Let me pull up my Google Calendar. Oh, let's see. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, the 10th of what? Can't be April 10th. The 10th of, well, it can't be April because that would be too soon. So it would have to be May. May 10th is a Saturday. I wonder. Watch along, too. Episode 21 on the 10th. Interesting, Shanna Banana. I'm going to look into it. I wonder if they're coming back. Wouldn't it be great if they're coming back on a different night? I mean, it's not necessarily going to be great for me. I mean, Sunday nights are fine if it has to be at 10 o'clock at night. I just want it to not be at 10 o'clock at night. That's all I want. I am really tired of the show starting at 10 p.m. Do they not know that the characters on this show are in their 50s? So there's a good percentage of us watching it that may be in our 50s as well. We don't really want to stay up to 11 o'clock, which makes me stay up to about 1 to 2 a.m. because now I'm revved up from watching it, and I end up doing my reaction video afterwards, recording it. So I guess that's my fault for doing that. Oh, I'm trying thank somebody and said, oh, I knew there was something that got her into the Olympics. I missed what it was. Oh, there were some scoring irregularities. There was some drama in this past Olympics, wasn't there? Drama in the opening ceremonies, drama in the men boxing women, drama with this break dancer. And there were a couple other stories too. Again, it was all, I don't want to say superficial, but I felt like I was on the outside looking in. Like even at my daughter's house, I didn't really sit down and watch. Well, I mean, I was totally into the gymnastics. So they would tell me when it was, and then I would join in and watch the Olympics. I was really excited about our gymnastics team. Those were cute girls, and they did a good job. And I was so excited for little what's-her-face who had a pull out for mental health issues 4 years ago in the Olympics. Oh, her name escapes me. She's only been in the Olympics how many times? And I can't think of her name right now. Her sister was in great show on Hulu called Claim to Fame. I love that show. Love that show. Robyn's jaw reminds me of a pit bull. I can't believe there hasn't been a documentary on that whole situation with the breakdancer. I think that would be a good Hulu doc. I would sit down and watch that for an hour and a half or whatever. It doesn't have to be a whole series thing. Oh, that is every now and then I do get to watch something I like. Of course, it's kind of for Sister Wives indirectly, but it was entertaining to me, so I enjoyed it. I still haven't finished watching Schitt's Creek. I'm still in this. How long's it been? 9 months. It started last summer. I was in the final season of the show. I'm still in the final season of the show. I probably have like 3 episodes left, and I can't get to it. But I paused it because I wanted to watch I don't even know the name of it either because it just automatically opens up right away. So I don't even know what it's called, but it was a polygamy. A man, I think he's in law enforcement, who is Mormon, and his wife, and they had been asked by people, I think originally in the FLDS, to help them get out. And so the show followed a couple different parts of they talked about the AUB as well as FLDS, as well as I think one other sect. So I don't feel like I learned a whole lot because I feel like it was very similar to the other ones, but I did watch it. I enjoyed that. Okay. Good night, Kathy. Oh, she didn't put her shoulder out. You're being sarcastic. Oh, that's funny. I wasn't in the sarcastic mood at the time when I read it, I guess. It did look like he pulled. That's why I believed it, because it looked like he pulled her shoulder out. Oh, goodness. Betty B, hello. I'm never going to give you up. Hair disaster. I don't think I'd be able to do it. I think there'd be a copyright strike. Could only do like 5 seconds of it on the channel before they take it down. Well, they wouldn't take it down. They just take all the money away, which is a little depressing with the amount of work it takes to put a video together. $200 likes, 258 watching. Please go like. Thanks, Nicole. My 16-year-old heard the TV and chimed in. Aww. James goes live after this, and he'll probably go live until 2 in the morning. The stamina of that man is admirable. I can't imagine. Haven't watched an episode since 6 or 7. Don't need to. Just chime in here. We cover it all. Kody doing the angry dance. All right. Oh, I made it to the end, I think. Schitt's Creek is amazing, isn't it? It's so funny. It's just a nice way to wind down at the end of the day when I'm like exhausted and it was a really, really long day and it was just like work all day for like 12 or 14 hours. When I'm just like, want to just, sometimes I'll do my mahjong. But if my eyes are really tired, like even the mahjong, because I do it online, is too much, I'll just sit there and watch Schitt's Creek. And they're only like 23 minutes long because they were like, 30-minute episodes? So, and the commercials are, or maybe they're a little bit longer. Maybe they are 30 minutes because I don't have commercial-free Hulu. I have the commercials. But so good. Such a good series to just make you laugh. Excellent actors, excellent writing. Just a good series. All right. Whew. All right, guys, I love you all. All right, let's see here. Oh, gosh, I'm not even prepared. Let me pull up my... I can't. All right, we're going to do this. I'm going to close my laptop. There we go. That's better. And I didn't even see that I had... Oh, hold on. Okay. I didn't even see text messages came through. My daughter was one, and I was like, oh, she was just talking about football. It's not even football season. We still talk football. What do you think about this draft pick? Her and I were the two football people in the family. Go figure. I mean, my husband watches it all, but her and I, like, we follow it. Follow it all year long. Here we go. All right. Oh, look, it pulled right up. Okay. Oh, this is a nice one. It's a Mark Twain one. I don't think I've done this one. I know I've done a Mark Twain one before, but I don't think I've done this one. I don't remember it. Let me know if I've done this one before. I'll put it in the chat. It is, kindness is the language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Mark Twain. Kindness is universal. That's true. You can speak a whole different language, but you can still communicate kindness. I like it. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for sticking it out with me. This ended up being longer. I just kept going through the chat. You guys kept talking. I didn't even hit all of them. I was like skipping around as I was going. So I missed some of you. I apologize. Wasn't intentional. Wasn't like I didn't like what you had to say. We would have been here until a James time if I would have read every single comment. But let me sign off. Good night, sister friends. This was good. If anyone wants to join me on Wednesday night, the link is down below to my other channel. It's called Reality TV Breakdown. Make a point to subscribe while you're there, because if somehow this channel gets taken down temporarily for whatever reason and YouTube is making sure I'm doing things right, I heard it takes a week or two to get it back up again, we can all go over there and do Sister Wives at Reality TV Breakdown. So make sure you subscribe so that I don't get no benefit out of subscribing. We make no money out of subscribers. This is for you. This is my gift to you. So if I'm ever not here and you're like, how come there's no Sister Wives or senior perspective on Sister Wives, I could be over there going, hey, y'all, here I am. Somebody reported something and they're investigating it on my channel. So we'll meet here until we can get back over there again. So we'll do that. But on Wednesday night, it's also where I do Seeking Sister Wives. So you want to go over there. Wednesday night, we'll do the Baldwins. So we'll just do the same thing again and talk about them and do a little comparison. So say hi to James for me. I've got work. I've got to finish closing up my books for my weekend retreat. So I'm not going to be able to get on tonight. And if I listen to it, it's going to take me twice as long to finish because it's numbers and things. So I'm not going to be able to jump on. So tell James I said hello. And Simone Biles. Thank you, Tony. That's who I was thinking of. Yes. Simone Biles. Very good. She is fantastic. I love her. Okay. And if I don't see you Wednesday night, and if you're not an SOS exclusive where I see you on Sunday night, I'll see you here next Tuesday. Good night, everybody.